緊張感と興奮でも遊ぶ光る間にあばよ鳴りやまない拍手の中お辞儀した富と名声それにまつわるいろいろないいことおかげさまでもそれは楽ではない調子のいい船旅でもない言うなれば挑戦だミスミス恥よさらつわきでいかね立ち進むのさらずっとずっとずっとずっと我ら横綱す友達よ千秋楽まで戦おう
Eric Paul Johnson is parking his bike outside the NAU Communications building.
Actually, I took my scooter today.
He is getting off the bike.
Scooter.
And now walking towards the KJAK door.
Walk.
Stepping
walk,
through
walk.
it. He is taking in the awesome surroundings that is the radio station.
Dude, I love this.
He is now going from the familiar trek to the door to the studio.
Oh, the door.
He is now entering the studio. He is unpacking his computer.
Yeah, I got that right here.
Logging on to the interwebs.
Got the Bluetooth connected.
Eric, it's almost showtime.
Okay, psyching myself up.
He is hitching up his computer to the KJAK soundboard.
It's all good to go.
He is turning on the mic, and...
It's Sunday, February 8th, 2015, and this is the Eric Paul Johnson Radiotrola program.
You are a disgusting fat body!
Yes, I am, but the ladies love this fat body. Well, one lady. I don't know. 2, 3, 4 that I know of that love this fat body. Oh, it's for the video. Look at this. Find the camera. Look at this fat body. Ow. So last week was the very first Eric Paul Johnson Radiotrola program video podcast. And since it's video, I felt like I had to put on a show. I couldn't just do what I normally do during the songs, which is just plant my sweet, fat, sweet ass over...
You are a disgusting fat body!
Yes, but this ass, check it out. Oh, you can't see it. It's not lit too well. But I would plant this sweet ass on one of those chairs over there. We got new chairs, look. New chairs. Lots of new things happening here at KJAK. One of them being, I really seem to be very ADD tonight. So last week, it was the first video podcast. There's a video camera in here. We can now upload video to YouTube. There's a link at ericpauljohnson.com in case you missed it. And I hear that another new thing coming to KJAK, there's going to be live streaming video. So you can see the show as it happens on your computer widget device here in the crazy future where you can watch radio happen as it happens. But since things are on video now, felt I had to put on a show and not just sit over there during the songs, which is what I always do. Dance. I want to dance. Do something. Don't just sit there like an oaf and do nothing. So I started dancing around the studio, woo, and people in secret messages, da-da-da, da-da-da, and doing all that. And the response to my dancing was, well, it was pretty good. I'm not saying that they said that I danced good. They said that I danced comically. I guess I danced comically good. So I was funny dancing, which was what I was aiming for. But there's a problem with this this really dancing and getting going out into the music and stuff. It really wears me out during the songs. I am really out of shape. So when the song's over and it's showtime, I got to come back to the microphone and be all, but I'm not, because I'm wiped out. All that sort of stuff. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm probably going to have to pick slower songs, because if I'm going to do a dance for the cameras, for the people watching at home, I can't be wiped out after the first song. So, with that in mind, let's get the show started, and we'll do some nice slow dancing, slow songs. Here we go.
I gave my love a cherry that had no stone. I gave my love a chicken that had no bone.
I don't think this is gonna work. See, with the radio show, I like to make it into a party, play lots of fast songs, so I think you're gonna have to stop your song now. Stop it. I will smash that guitar. Stop it.
Sorry.
Yeah, you should be sorry. I told you I was going to smash that guitar if you didn't stop playing that boring, slow, boring stuff. There's a radio show. We got to make a party of it. Let's go. Here's REM Harbor Coat. Let's all dance now like an idiot, like I'm going to do. Now we wait for the USB to connect, the Bluetooth. For cripe's sake! Now we wait for the Bluetooth to connect. Again. Do it! Jesus Christ! God, donuts. Can I have one show where everything works the way it's supposed to work? Now we wait. Yes, connect. So we just wait and wait. Yes. Reconnect! God's sake! Yes! Jesus Cripes!
Hello, this is blind pomegranate Gunderson, the famous blues singer. I've been down so long, it looks like Eric Paul Johnson to me.
So in editing, we're just going to pretend that that never ever happened. That the Bluetooth cutting out never happened. Never happened. Fix it all in editing. It'll be nice and pretty. Like it's supposed to be. Turn that back up some. I was told that other things... Oh, shut your pie hole. Interfere with the Bluetooth. So just turn them off and put them way over there. Which is what I have done. My phone... You see this? Well, the radio people can't see this, but the video people. You see this? This antiquated flip phone from 2009, which probably does not have any kind of Bluetooth connection. Over here. My iPod, which is way over here. Right here. This has a Bluetooth. It should be off. So, let's just open up the settings on my iPod. No, that's not what I wanted to push. Bluetooth. Where's the Bluetooth? They should not be happening. Where's the Bluetooth? Which one do I push? General? Bluetooth off. The Bluetooth is off. Where's the... Let's bring this up so you can show it to the camera. Bluetooth. Do you see that? Off. Yet... Oh, for crying out loud. Let go of that. Yet, the Bluetooth cuts out. Killing my mood. And a nice, happy REM song. That was a good one that I liked. All right. I'm going to step back and close my eyes. I'm going to zen out for a second here. Okay. We're all done, so that's all over with, and now we're gonna move on to where I was gonna go. Let's let this song finish up. Hey, just to take care of some old business. Suddenly, the pasty white guy in his 40s has become a black man. To take care of some business from last week. When you give the secret Radiotrola message or the secret Radiotrola greeting, please, I can't emphasize this enough. Really make sure it's me that you're doing this. Because I thought of this like an hour and a half after my show was over, and I'm riding my bike home. No, I had the scooter last week. I was scootering home last week after going to the store, Bash's, to get some stuff. I needed food. And as I was scootering home, I thought, you know, if they give the secret Radiotrola greeting to somebody who is not me, that could lead to a very, very bad beating, or worse. So, when you give the secret Radiotrola greeting, make sure it's me, okay? Watch the video to see what I look like. Do you see what I look like? Here's what I look like. Hello, this is what I look like on this camera. Let's switch to this camera over here. This is what I look like on this camera over there. Put it there. Long, well, a little past the shoulders, curly brown hair. It used to be a lot longer. It used to go to my nipples. Shortening up on its own for the last few years. Beard, a nice beard, not one of those bushy homeless guy beards. Nice, comes in trimmed, and it's see that? Turn this way. Maybe this will help. You see? Hey, that's not so bad. Maybe that'll work out, and you can all see me do stuff without the microphone on my face. You get the nice beard here. Honestly, you know where the beard came from? 1993, when Fraser Crane grew the beard on Cheers. And I thought, I like that look. I'm going to steal it. And for what? 22 years now, I've been riding that look right out. So, I don't know. I think it's a classy, intellectual look that never goes out of style. Unfortunately, I'm a dope, so that's part of the reason for the nice beard. Gives the illusion. Oh, and the glasses. Don't forget the glasses. Gives the illusion that I'm smarter than I appear. So I get the long brown hair, longish, a little past the shoulders, get the nice beard. I got glasses, little glasses. They're a little too small for my face. I need some newer glasses. And when it's cold, which it hasn't been lately, I will be wearing a hoodie that says right flat across it, big letters, Radiotrola. That's me. If you listen to the show, if you like the show, and it's a good bet that if you say something, I'm not going to hear it. Because if I'm out at the store any place, I got the iPod and I get the headphones, and I'm listening to music or podcasts or what. So I'm kind of like lost in my own world, riding my bike, going to the store. Or if I'm riding the scooter, I got the helmet on. I certainly can't hear you over the scooter. I can't hear you over the helmet. So if you see me and you want to say, hey, I love your show, I'm not going to hear you. So the simple thing to get my attention, to cut through the iPod, to cut through the helmet, to cut through the scooter noise, is keep it short and simple. And here's the short and simple message. If you see me and you're a listener of the show and you love the show, the Eric Paul Johnson Radiotrola program, heard right here on 1680 AM, KJAK Radio Flagstaff. All right, had to get that in there. Here's what you do. You yell out as loud as you can, "You suck!" And then raise your hand up high and give the middle finger. The "you suck" with the nice, loud, deep, feeling and meaning into it will cut through the iPod. And if that doesn't get through, then definitely the gesture. The middle finger high up in the air, high and proud. Just whenever you see me, just let it fly. You suck, middle finger up in the sky. And that way, I will know that you love the Eric Paul Johnson Radiotrola program.
Oh, f*** you!
That's right. Again, since we got some timing issues between the computer and the Bluetooth. What's that you're going to say? What's the meaning behind it?
Oh, f*** you!
There you go. So, there's your Radiotrola secret message. And please, 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 make sure it's me that you're saying this to, and not somebody with a short fuse and a gun. Let's just avoid any Radiotrola death.
And here we are with a station break. A station break is the time we take to tell you your tune to WDGY.
Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Beginning next Monday morning, grocery stores and fine food establishments the country over will celebrate National Cheese Week. It is for the entire cheese industry, the farmer who produces the milk used in cheese making, for the retailer who sells cheese, that Kraft dedicates this program tonight. Remember, next Monday morning, National Cheese Week begins.
But why do we have a National Cheese Week now? Is it a special time of the year?
I'm glad you asked me that question, Mrs. Consumer. At this minute, the dairy industry, one of the most important industries of the nation, faces a serious crisis. Added to all its other problems, there is a great surplus of cheese. As long as this condition exists, the dairy industry, dairy farmers, and the distributors of dairy products are retarded in the fight for recovery. National Cheese Week is intended to move much of this surplus into consumption, to the end that millions of citizens engaged in this vital industry will again approach their normal positions. During National Cheese Week, grocers and fine food shops everywhere will have special displays, wide assortments of cheeses, many varieties. And there'll be attractive prices, too. What a wonderful opportunity for you to acquaint your family with the many kinds you will see. Tasty, health-giving cheese they will enjoy. So why not celebrate Cheese Week in your home?
On the Southwest Chief, the onboard train experience is unique and memorable. Departing daily from Flagstaff to Albuquerque, Kansas City, and Chicago. Visit Amtrak.com today for reservations. Amtrak. Enjoy the journey.
What's up, bros and brosettes? Frat Brother Greg here. You can call me Yak, unless you're a pledge and then it's High Priest Jaguar nuts. You got me? Is your frat house, dorm room, or miserable excuse of a bachelor pad in dire need of some furniture? Sparky's has got the hookup, dudes. Bruh, Sparky's has been making fine decor for the almost non-existent budgets of students, single dudes with no taste, and serial killers on the go since OG frat bro Brian Sparky McNeil got kicked out of industrial design school for only designing bongs way back in like 2007. Anyway, yo, this shit is tight. They sell everything on a budget fit for your broke as a joke ass. Dining room sets made from spools? Ha! Not at Sparky's. They put a tablecloth on there and they make it look classy. They even give free protective coating to prevent from any unwanted stains, and we all know how those can be plentiful after a kegger. Upgrade that sorry-ass brick and plywood shelf to cinder block and plywood at Sparky's. We finance, but if you really need it that badly, your ass is obviously a student. Pledges, show your frat or sorority ID to get a negative 10% off, just to teach your sorry ass a lesson. Get some furniture and keep your shit off the floor at Sparky's. Tell them Yak sent you.
And on that joyous note, let us get on with the show.
Wrong slider. Oh, that's the phone. That's all. There you go. There's the right slider. How long have I been doing this? September? You know, at some point, I'm going to figure out this board, and I'm going to figure out which slider to move up and down to make the music louder, and make it quieter. Oh, let's whisper quiet now. Shh. Listen. It's like it's coming from your neighbors. Like they're blasting the music. Turn down that damn music! Okay, I'll put this up. Alright, we're screwing around enough now. I meant to talk about this last week, and I've been holding on to it since Christmas time. And since there was no show in January and things started up, I had to sit along. We're going to talk some Christmas. I'm going to talk some Christmas stuff. Just a little Christmas stuff, though. Nothing, we're not going to go into my Christmas or any of that. Because there are people who just hate Christmas, and they hate hearing about it. I never get tired of it. I love Christmas. But this Christmas, this was my first Christmas out of Phoenix. Away from that brutal pit of sweat that is Phoenix. For the first time, my entire life. I was more than just a couple of miles away from my parents' house. So my dad came up. We got my scooter. He took it back down, fixed it all up, made it run all nice and smooth. He's a motor super genius. I'm a dimwit. I can't figure this stuff out. But he got it working good. But the best thing about being up there, or down there, actually, in Phoenix with my parents... I didn't want you that loud. Was the food. The food. Oh, man, the food. My mother is half Italian, half Irish. Her mother, which would be my grandmother, was full Italian, and she was the first one born here. Her parents came over here from Italy and set up shop in Boston, and then they had Grandma in 1913. So my mom knows Italian cooking, which is why I'm an Italian food snob. So, the great thing about this was just smelling the food. See, my roommate, he's He's into health food. He eats healthy. Boy, does he eat healthy. And everybody knows that health food is good for the body, but terrible for the senses. It doesn't look good. It doesn't smell good, and it certainly doesn't taste good. I mean, you choke that stuff down, and it doesn't stay down for long. Yeah, it doesn't stay down for long. So, yeah, it's not good. Now, I'm not knocking him. He is a great guy. Honestly, he's quite possibly in the 45 and a half years that I've been alive, probably the nicest, greatest guy I've ever met or known. I mean, he's a shirt off the back kind of guy. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I'd still be stuck in that sweaty pit, Phoenix. I wouldn't be up here in beautiful Flagstaff. Weather is great. It looks beautiful up here. The air is clean, and I'm playing on the radio. This is what I've wanted to do since 1978. This is it. I'm living the dream, living up a nice, cool Flagstaff, goofing around on the radio, yelling on the radio when things are failing. This is great. And if it wasn't for his help of helping me move and other kinds of help, I would be right now in Phoenix, miserable and griping about that it's too freaking hot for February. It's still winter and it's 90 degrees. I'm not liking that. So I'm not knocking him. He's a great guy. It's his food that I'm knocking. See, I'm trying to figure out how to say this because I don't want to stir up anger in the Johnson Shoemaker Charnstrom home because I have to live with these people. But I got radio to fill, and I know this would be funny to everybody else out there. So I have to do this. So again, I'm not knocking you. It's the food, and it's the smell of the food. Every day, it's like a gang of food toughs just jump out from a corner of the house, and then they start beating up my nose, just banging on it. Hey, how do you like that? Smell that. Stick your nose in that. So it's not every day my nose is just begging for mercy. Oh my God, can you cook something that smells good? Something, because it's just I don't want to say because I have future bits lined up for describing the smell of his food. Again, he's a great guy. It's just the food that I want to kick out of the house. And I'm not going to deny him. He's got to eat. Eat what you want. Eat what you love. Go for it. I mean, I like Spam. I stink up the house with Spam. This morning I stunk it up with sausage. And salmon. Oh, I love salmon. And especially with my Spam and sausage arteries, I need salmon to really clear things out. So it's not like I'm a saint and I'm cooking pizzas every day and making the place smell good. But since this is my radio show and this is my life that I'm going through, I'm gonna have nose issues with it. But him, I understand. You gotta eat what you love, make your life happy. You go eat what you eat.
The hump has to eat.
That's right. The hump has to eat, and he has to eat every day, and that's fine. But waking up in the morning or waking up at nap time, it's like, oh God, oh. Did something die inside the walls? What is... Oh, that's right. He's making supper for himself. So when I was at my parents for 2 weeks, it was a week and a half, over Christmas break, my mother, for Christmas, we don't do the turkey and gravy and biscuits and kind of meal for Christmas. That kind of thing, we do that for Thanksgiving. But for Christmas, my Italian mother lays out a big Italian spread. Stuffed shells, manicotti, braciole. I think there was lasagna this year, sausage, meatballs, sauce, and she's Italian. half Italian. So she's not buying this crap from a can and then getting it out into a pot and boiling. She's making all this stuff herself. I mean, she does buy the pasta and she does buy the sausage. She's not grinding her own sausage. That would be my dad that she's doing. Sorry, that had to be done when I brought up the thing about the sausage grinding. She's not making her own sausages. She's not making her own pasta. She tried that once. I remember when she tried that, making her own pasta. Yeah, she didn't like that. So she's making all this stuff herself. Antipasta, or is it antipasto? Or is it I don't know what it is. Lived with this Italian cooking for 45 years. I don't know if it's antipasta or antipasto or whatever. But she's making all this Italian food. And one day she's making apple pies. Another day she's making pizzillas. Those are like Italian cookies. They're thin. It's made in a waffle iron. Another day she's cooking up the sauce. Another day she's making up the sausages. Another day she's cooking up the stuffed shells and the manicotti and the lasagna. And when I wake up from my nap at nap time, my nose is just, it's like, I'm totally smell-gasming when I wake up. It's just...
Oh, man! That does it for me!
It really, really does. It was great. Every time I woke up in the morning or at nap time, I'd wake up and, oh my God, this smells fantastic. My nose isn't being battered or abused by something that smells like a gopher died 7 weeks ago and is being boiled in its own urine. Oh, it was wonderful. It was great. Just to smell that. I gotta play this drop one more time. 'Cause it just...
Oh, man! That does it for me!
Yeah, and it was wonderful. And then I came back up to the place, had up here in Flagstaff, had the house to myself for another week. That was great. And then my roommate came back, and he started cooking, and it was like, oh, he's cooking again. I knew this was going to happen, and well, fun time's over now. Yeah, oh well. It was fun while it lasted, and again, I have nothing but good things to say about my roommate. His food, though, that's gonna get it from me.
How come you're always such a fussy young man? Don't want no Captain Crunch, don't want no Raisin Bran. Well, don't you know that other kids are starving in Japan? So eat it, just eat it. Don't wanna argue, I don't wanna debate. Don't wanna hear about what kind of food you hate. You won't get no dessert till you clean off your plate. So eat it. Don't you tell me you're full, just eat it. Eat it. Get yourself an egg and read it. Have some more chicken, have some more pie. It doesn't matter if it's boiled or fried, just to eat it. Just eat it. Just eat it. Your table manners are a crying shame. You're playing with your food, this ain't some kind of game. Now if you starve to death, you'll just have yourself to blame. So eat it, just eat it. You better listen, better do what you're told. You haven't even touched your tuna casserole. You better chow down or it's gonna get cold. So eat it. just to eat it. Eat it. Don't you make me repeat it. Have a banana, have a whole bunch. It doesn't matter what you had for lunch, just to eat it. Eat it. Eat it.
The Eric Paul Johnson Radiotrola program, the world's best hangover cure.
Turn this down. I get too many knobs to work behind me. I get too many knobs to work behind me. I turn this down some. Unclick this. Stop that. Stop that. You know, the show ran a lot smoother when I used to pre-record it. Okay, so last night, February 7th, 2015, it was the KJAK Live Arts Festival. Yeah, there was no film, no music, no specific festival. Live Arts Festival. And there were bands there, and people selling stuff, their artwork. There was a photo booth. There was a raffle. It was a scene, man. It was a party, and it was a success. I'm not saying success like I'm being sarcastic or something. Like, oh, it was a big success. You know, the only people there were the radio people at the station. I'm stepping on the cord for the headphones. Get that out of my way. No, it was a success. There were people there. We made money. There was nudity and fun for all. Yeah, well, I wish. It wasn't quite that much fun. But still, a lot of people there, and they had a lot of fun. And this is sort of something that... I'm jumping ahead. Let me switch around here. So I did go. I'm an introvert, and I went to a big party. Partly because I had to, because I'm part of station management. Oh, wow. You'd think I would have drank some of this hand sanitizer here. The way I'm talking tonight. Back over here. Because I'm part of KJAK management. I'm assistant production manager, so I make the commercials and IDs and other stuff, along with a bunch of other people. So it's not just me that you're hearing doing all this stuff. I have to change that. I'll get this together at some point. So I went, because I had to, I was required to, but also because I wanted to. This was the first radio event that I've ever been to where I'm part of the radio station. So I wanted to see what all this is like. And I also wanted to, hang out with my other radio people. We really don't get to see each other much. We got the weekly meeting, and that's pretty much it. We'll pass each other in the halls, maybe see each other for a couple seconds at the radio table here in the communications building. But that's there's not really a lot of socializing going on. So, I thought, it'd be neat to get to know these people a little bit better, hang out, casual conversation, and make a few more friends. I already have a couple friends here. I have to say, Kevin is a pretty neat guy. He's easy, for an introvert like me, he's easy to talk to and have a conversation with. And I sort of knew this was going to be kind of a pipe dream, because this is a radio event, there's going to be bands, there's going to be music. It was inside the Orpheum Theater, so I was pretty sure that the music was going to be so goddamn loud! And I never, ever in my life, entire life, this isn't because I'm 45 years old and I'm getting old or something, I never understand why, when you go to a club or bar or an event or something like that, why the music has to be so freaking loud! How can you have a conversation with people? How can you talk to people? How can you connect with somebody if you have to yell over the music because it's so freaking loud? I hate that. And it's not just the difficulty of having a conversation or talking to people or getting to know people because the music is so damn loud. It hurts my ears. I mean, it really, really hurts. This music that was at the thing was loud. You thought I was going to scream it, didn't you? You thought I was going to holler it. No, the music was loud, very loud. Internal organ shaking, loud. Really loud. Yeah, and it hurt. So I try to find the quietest place in the theater while still remaining in the theater, and that was the lobby. And it was only slightly less louder. Instead of the music being so freaking loud, the music was just freaking loud. So I had to put my fingers in my ears for like about half the night. And then this beautiful, wonderful saint sent down from heaven, one of the security guys, quietly walked up to me, had his hand out, and in it were earplugs. This guy's the greatest guy that ever lived or existed. So I put the earplugs in my ears, and the music was still so freaking loud. But it was lessened a bit with the earplugs. At some point, I just couldn't take the sonic assault anymore. I had to leave. I had to go. I had to get out of there. Out of the theater. Out of the noise. Out of my internal organs, my heart fluttering against its will, which is a scary thing. And I walked around nice quiet Flagstaff for a bit. It was cold out. Oh, it was wonderful. I loved it. It had to be like 40, 50 degrees or something. Beautiful. Wandered over to the Amtrak station, sat on a bench, silence, cool breeze blowing, and just as I sat down, just my luck, a freight train blows by. And I love trains, and this was the whole purpose why I got out of that noise, was to go find a quiet place and just watch the trains go by. And a train went by, and it was nice. I loved it. It was great. It was perfect. It was wonderful. I was just sitting there in the quiet by the train tracks. Beautiful Flagstaff. It's cold out. I'm working for a radio station. No, I am working because there's payment involved. So I'm working. And it's just, this is great, man. This is the impossible pipe dream that I never thought would happen. Live in beautiful Flagstaff, doing my own radio show, and screaming myself hoarse on it. Good thing we only got, 17 minutes left? So, and then I wandered off to a pizza joint. And get something to eat, get away from the noise. I wasn't so lucky with the noise. The pizza joint had their stereo on. It was loud, but loud enough for me to deal with it. And fortunately, it was the Cars. Unfortunately, it was a Cars Greatest Hits CD, and I came in around the Heartbreak City era of the Cars. You might think Drive, that kind of stuff, and I'm okay with that. The albums before that by the Cars, those were better. But especially if this Greatest Hits CD is going in chronological order, the Cars got lamer and lamer and lamer as the 80s went on until they broke up. But I had a calzone. It was nice. It was good. And I put my earplugs in, and I went back to the noise. All the loud...
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Loud noise. And I know what a lot of you were saying. You were saying, if it's too loud, you're too old.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Yeah, that if you're too old, it's too loud thing is really stupid. Because I have friends who lived by that when they were younger. Oh, boy. Oh, loud. Oh, this is wonderful, the music. And now they're in their 40s, and they have the hearing of a 90-year-old woman. They cannot hear very well. They got the constant ringing in their ears. So I enjoy hearing things, especially since I'm an audio-centric person. I've always loved music and radio and that kind of stuff. So I have tried to keep my hearing intact. So for all you people out there who say if it's too loud, you're too old, I am laughing at you. And the best part about this laughing at you thing is you can't hear me laugh at you for being such idiots. So there you go. So when it was over, do what I always do after a sonic assault like that, after going through hours of a sonic assault. I go home, my nice quiet home, and I take off all my clothes. Try this again. I take off all my clothes. I take off my clothes.
Good grief, that's the longest UV I've ever seen.
You better believe it. That's what the ladies love. I lay down, turn on my computer, turn on iTunes, and to try and siphon out, bleed out the sonic assault that I go through for hours. If I'm at an event or party or something, just lay in my bed, lay down, and listen to Moonlight Serenade. that song. It always has, just every time I hear it, it's like it grabs me, wraps me up in a nice warm hug, gently rocks me. That feels nice. Always makes me wish that my girlfriend was here, or that I was there, and we could dance to it. But I love that song. Oh, that's so... I know it's old. What is it? 1939. 70-something years old. But even though it's old, I still love it. It's just...
What are you, a couple of nitwits?
What? No, there's just one of me here anyway.
Think it's funny being old?
I didn't say...
My old goddamn body's falling apart.
Mine's not doing so well either.
Sometimes I can't even go to the bathroom when I want to.
I'm not that bad
but
yet.
I'm still a man, let me tell you, and I can take on both you punks.
All right, you do that.
It may seem a little early to say that spring is just around the corner, but actually it is. And before you know it, the wildflowers will be poking their heads up through the new earth, and those of you who like to be outdoors will be puttering in your gardens. I know it's fun because I like it myself. And I know one way to find a little more time to be outside, by cutting down on unnecessary work inside. Notice that I said unnecessary work. For example, the kind you avoid by protecting your linoleum floors with Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat. Yes, you do save many hours of unnecessary work by using Glow Coat on your floors. There's practically no work at all in using Glow Coat. You simply apply and let dry for 20 minutes. Glow Coat polishes itself without any rubbing or buffing. It protects your linoleum against wear and dirt, gives it a long-lasting, beautiful polish. It brings out the colors, keeps linoleum new-looking, makes it last longer. With so many things to do these nice days ahead, don't waste precious hours using old-fashioned cleaning methods. Protect your floors with Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat.
Spend time with friends on the Southwest Chief. Enjoy savory meals in the dining car, snacks and beverages from the lounge, and scenic views. The onboard train experience is unique and memorable. Visit Amtrak.com today for reservations. Amtrak. Enjoy the journey.
Pancho era feliz, hasta que la persistente tos del resfriado arruinó su sueño. Entonces probó jarabe para la tos Vic Fórmula 44, con Silentium, el silenciador de la tos. Silentium llega rápidamente a un lugar del cerebro llamado el centro regulador de la tos, donde se controla la tos. Calma el centro, alivia la tos y así le permite dormir. Ahora Pancho es feliz. Calma la persistente tos del resfriado con Fórmula 44. Vic Fórmula 44 con Silentium.
What? Warning! Warning! Shaz Kiyama of the Light Shines On show is about to sing. You're listening to the Eric Paul Johnson Radiotrola program. Oh my God! Hosted by the one and the only Sir Eric of the podcast. Eric Paul Johnson Radiotrola program.
Oh, the humanity.
Go. I was going to talk about my new job. Well, it's not new at this point. Working for the sports production team here at NAU TV. But time is tight. So actually, time is getting tighter and tighter the more I drone on. I don't even have time now. I was going to start ripping on Flagstaff for letting me down in the weather department. But that's looking like that's not going to happen anytime soon either. So I guess we just... wind down the show here. We'll move on. Next week. What do I got to do next week? Leftovers that I got next week. Oh, screw it. I'll figure it out later. So, yeah. This is it. Let's wrap this up and move on.
Let's get out of here. I have some really good weed back at the hotel.
I don't I don't do weed, but if that's your thing, you go right ahead and do that. I just never had any interest in it. If you want to be on the show and I'm not here and I completely forget to give out the phone number until the very last few minutes, 928-523-4554 is your direct number to get right here to the KJAK studio and tell me to shut the hell up. Or leave a message on the Radiotrola radio phone, 623-850-3375. Later. Bye. Jeff Quinlan loves you. Music! Oh my God.
It's Friday night, gonna feel alright. It's party night. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, alright, yeah, alright. Gonna see the sights, hold that booty tight when I drive through town tonight. Tonight's so bright, it's dynamite. Gonna crank the volume when I get to the lights. Can you hear the music coming out of my car? Can you hear the music coming out of my car? Can you hear the music coming out of my car? Can you hear the music coming out of my car? Can you hear the music coming out of my car? Can you hear the music coming out of my car? Can you hear the music coming out of my car?
There's a lot of music coming out of my car.
The car is pumping while the bass is thumping. Bitches in the front seat crumping, humping. Yeah, jump in the back for some bumper bumping. Got my hands all over that lady lumping.
All you other MCs, you ain't got nothing. My rhyme's so tight, yeah, something, something.
Everybody on the street get this party jumping.
Around midnight, I'll turn into a pumpkin.
Do you like the music coming out of my car? Do you like the music coming out of my car? Do you like the music coming out of my car? Do you like the music coming out of my car? Do you like the music coming out of my car? Do you like the music coming out of my car? Do you like the music coming out of my car?
There's still a lot of music coming out of my car.
You can hear my music. You can hear it on the streets. You can hear it while you sleep. You can hear it from my car. I love the music coming out of my car. I love the music coming out of my car. I love the music coming out of my car. I love the music coming out of my car. I love the music coming out of my car. I love the music coming out of my car. I love the music coming out of my car. There's a lot of music coming out of my car.
Do that to me one more time. Do that to me one more time.